Hi, this is Carrie, Christ-centered counselor and life coach with Promise Coaching. And I'm going to talk to you guys about when the narcissist accuses you of ruining their reputation. First of all, you can't ruin anyone's reputation. You really don't have that much power. A person like that ruins their own reputation. And the reason why they're putting the blame on you is because they don't want to take responsibility for their horrible behavior and mistreating others. So they want to accuse you of ruining their reputation for actually exposing them because they don't want anyone knowing. They don't want to get found out. They don't want people knowing how horribly they treat other people. They want to continue getting away with what they're doing. And so when you're telling the counselor, you're telling your friends and your family what's going on, especially if you're being abused behind closed doors, if you're being abused openly. I was more than abused behind closed doors. I was openly abused in public, publicly humiliated all the time. I was abused right in front of my friends and my family. And so a lot of times they just end up exposing themselves when they behave that way. But when you come out and you start sharing exactly what has been going on beyond that, behind closed doors, all the things that others don't see, they don't want other people to find that out, exactly how horrible they really are treating somebody. So they're gonna cast blame on you and call you the liar and try and actually do a smear campaign against you so that way they can try to protect their reputation. And they're so foolish that they don't even realize they've long exposed themselves and ruined their own and tainted their own reputation just from what other people do see. So from what people don't see, I mean, as a survivor of domestic abuse, I can tell you that what people do see is really just skimming the surface. There is so much chronic abuse, verbal, emotional, physical, going on a constant basis that people aren't seeing every day, day in and day out, that you are living with. So the word says we are not to have anything to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. So the word tells us we are to expose the fruitless deeds of darkness. These evil, cruel things that these narcissistic abusers are doing should 100% and definitely be exposed. And they should be exposed not just by the victim, but they should also be exposed by those who are witnessing this abuse. So we need to step up. We need to start protecting victims of narcissistic abuse, and we need to start exposing these people. And they need to start taking responsibility and accountability for how horribly they treat others. And it needs to be called out. It needs to be shown exactly how the word commands us. And start validating these victims, because all they've done has been gaslit by these abusers for a very long period of time in a lot of cases. And so we need to start listening, and we need to start validating these victims, validating their experiences, letting them know that they are being heard, that they're not going crazy, that the things that they are thinking and feeling are real, and to help them sift through all of the confusion that they're going through because of what the narcissistic abuser has done to them in brainwashing them. These narcissistic abusers actually specialize in brainwashing their victims into thinking things about themselves that are not true, into convincing them of things that are not true, that are deceptive, that are evil, and lying to them about everything.